Alright guys, we're going to be learning about organelles and cells today. It's a lot in this little rap, I hope you can keep up. We got epic hard motivational rap beat by Yoon's Beats. Working together to bring you organelles and cells. Try to keep up.
I just gotta say, for all of you that doubt me, the reality is you don't know much about me. I might not be as good as those guys signed to them labels, but can they drop a verse about cells and their organelles? When we talk about cells, there are two types to note. The first type has no nucleus and is called prokaryotic. It also has no organelles except for ribosomes, unicellular bacteria within crazy poems. Eukaryotic cells are really very different. The presence of a nucleus is really quite significant. It holds genetic code, kind of like your personal blueprint that controls protein production at a rate that is deliberate. In addition to the nucleus, they contain organelles. They're kind of like a city that's in each one of its cells. Ribosomes could be compared to simple worker bees. They float around inside a cell, just making your proteins. Some of them get stuck on the endoplasmic reticulum, making a rough conveyor belt for proteins as they produce them. Some are like ribosomes. You can think of these as smooth ones. Either way, cells use this highway to move molecules through them. If ER is the highway that transports material, then the Golgi apparatus is the postal service of the cell. This body acts to sort proteins and packs them up as well. It does its job every day. It's doing it and doing it well.
Y'all doing alright in here? Still a little bit more to go.
I hope I haven't lost you on this complicated subject, but like my rhymes, these cells, it seems constructed by an architect. They even have a cytoskeleton to keep their shape correct. Let's get back to them organelles and keep this thing on track. The mighty mitochondria are like the power plants. Without them making ATP, we wouldn't have a chance. Similar but different, we can find the chloroplast in plants to make some glucose so that every food will blast. Plants use chloroplast to harness the sun's energy. They absorb it with the chlorophyll that's found out in their leaves. This green pigment absorbs the light and starts the processes. The end result, as we all know, is food for you and me. When it's time to clean up our humble cellular home, that's when we call in the able lysosome. Its job is simple: pick up waste wherever it's been thrown, recycle and reuse and digest until it's gone. Another organelle that we really must acknowledge is the spacious vacuole, whose primary job is storage. It doesn't matter if you live in Georgia or the Blue Ridge, these organelles hold on to things, ensuring there's no shortage. Centrioles help animal cells when it comes time to divide. They activate and separate each one to a side. They spin out spindle fibers to give chromatids a ride. Once the vision's over, they rejoin and move aside. We're getting close, but we're not done. What gives a cell its shape? Of course, the cytoskeleton is part of the landscape. It's made of microtubules and microfilaments. They provide support, a rough transport, and a place for protein synthesis. So circle back and wrap it up and finish where we started. The presence of a nucleus sets eukaryotes apart, and more than that, the nucleus is where your code is charted. It's written in your DNA, and from it you can't be parted. Within the nucleus, we have another structure still. The nucleolus makes the ribosomes with expert skill. All these things and a few more the cytoplasm fills, and so the cells are kept alive by all the organelles.